Hello there friends, this is Dota News. We're here to create the best Dota News channel ever. Here's what we cover in today's episode. Quinn wants to beat Ramzes in real life. New Alliance roster, ESL ONE Birmingham CQ participants, Yatoro's addiction, and much more. Without further ado, let's get straight to it. Well, we shall begin our video with Quinn, who continues to abuse his signature heroes in pubs. The other day he reached 13,000 MMR, he's the 5th player in the world to beat this high bar. Earlier, Quinn already surpassed Watson, taking on the top spot of the European ladder. Spoiler, not for long. It's interesting whether this is related to his favorite meta heroes or the fact that Quinn has gone on the righteous path and stopped being toxic and buying 6 boots. But it's too early to say how much he has improved, because recently players and casters named the most toxic Dota players, and surely this list has Quinn, ATF, Sab and Gabi on it. But unlike others, Sab didn't highlight any obvious trash talkers, but instead just talked about this as an art.
To me, best trash talker is about how impactful you say is, without also being just rude, you know? Good trash talk is when you're able to flame the gameplay or get your point across while being also maybe funny without being rude or without attacking someone personally, because that's never fun.
And well, we have to get back to Quinn, because he wasn't at the top of the ladder for long. Watson again took the first place of the European ladder after Quinn's 2-day triumph. To achieve such a result, Entity Scary played 51 games with a 51% win rate in 8 days. His best heroes were Morphling, Faceless Void and Meepo. Basically, it's your best heroes to gain MMR, so watch and learn. By the way, according to Gorg, Quinn will soon be able to return to the top, but for this to happen, no one else should have Smurfs. But it may happen sooner, as Watson himself says that he's not in the best shape right now, evaluating his game level at 6 out of 10. Of course, it's very unfortunate that Quinn lost his spot, but it's also very interesting how this will affect his morale. Will he want to be at the top again, or does he need to let off steam? By the way, regarding letting off steam, Quinn says he's ready to step into the ring against Ramzes for $13 billion. I mean, what's he even gonna do with this money? It's almost like infinite. Anyways, I would gladly watch such a fight. Remember, the conflict between Ramzes and Quinn has been going on for a very long time. The American mid laner has repeatedly spoken negatively about Ramzes and vice versa. In this situation, it's hard to say who's right and who's to blame, but the nickname Ram Dog, which Quinn gave to Ramzes, just sounds funny, to be honest. Whose side are you on, guys? Don't forget to write your thoughts in the comments below. And by the way, Ramzes and his team are not doing so well. Their Liga team, assembled from the former 9 Pandas and TSM players, seems to be falling apart. First, Kiyotaka left to rejoin 9 Pandas, after that Immersion and Roger also dropped. Most likely this is due to the results in the qualifiers, where Ramzes' team performed terribly and suffered a defeat against 9 Pandas. At the moment, only Ramzes and Kasane remain in the team, but I don't think it will be easy for them to find new players quickly, considering Ramzes' not so great character. And because of all these roster changes, Liga team declined to participate in the qualifiers for ESL ONE Birmingham. But okay, who's going there anyways? As always, almost all the top teams in the world: BB Team, Extreme Gaming, Gaming Gladiators and Team Liquid. Furthermore, 8 more teams will make it to the tournament through closed qualifiers in different regions, 1 from each region. We expect an intense battle, especially in Eastern and Western Europe. You know, the giants like Team Spirit and Virtus.pro will meet in EEU, while in the West, OG Entity Tundra, Team Secret and many others will clash. And other regions could also have close matches. For example, in MENA it's Team Falcons, PSG Quest and Nigma Galaxy, especially since it's another new lineup for Nigma. While South and North America are pretty obvious. The clear favorites here are Nouns, together with Shopify Rebellion and Heroic, and that's basically all. Also, surely don't forget China. Team Master, LGD, G2IG and Azure Ray have only one place to fight for, and in Southeast Asia it's about Aurora, Talon and Blacklist. Guys, who do you think will win the qualifiers of each region? Write your thoughts in the comments below. And speaking of China and Southeast Asia, we've got some reshuffles. Blacklist International recently kicked their carry and then signed Dubu as a coach. Personally, I really like Dubu as a player and it's interesting to watch him try coaching. Still, there's very little time left before the qualifiers and the team doesn't have a carry. Who will they pick instead of Raven? The first person who comes to mind is Palos, but it's still unknown whether he will agree to play. But besides Blacklist, LGD also decided to make roster changes. They kicked Emo, their mid laner. And the most interesting part here is that the player himself agreed with the kick. According to Emo, everyone in the team, including himself, voted in favor. Which is not surprising, as the team is not showing results, and the mid laner is not performing well, which led to the kick eventually. Also, by the way, Somnus had his word on it. He found an explanation and said that Emo's playing style doesn't fit LGD. And he also said that the earlier this replacement happens, the better it will be for the team. But guys, who can replace Emo? Many insiders claim that a former RNG and Vici player, Setsu, may join the team. Unfortunately, it's still not known how close to reality this information is, but it might be the only available option for LGD. Major changes are also underway in Europe. Insiders report that Alliance might be signing the current lineup of Team Waka Waka Waka. Their current roster consists of Smiling Knight, Stoikov, S4, Sapphire and Hansken. It should also be noted that at the end of the last year, Alliance decided to disband their Dota lineup and quit the discipline overall. But they promised to come back at one point. The potential of this lineup is still unknown, and some insiders suggest that there might be substitutions in the roster, although it's unclear who will be replaced. Anyways, S4 and Hansken rejoining Alliance, I've seen this before many times. Anyways, here we will make sure that you get all the official announcements or recent rumors that are closer to reality first. And to stay updated on all news, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon and hit the like button. It really helps us to develop the channel. Anyways, let's get back to news. Out of the blue, the CEO of PGL decided to express his opinion about sports and esports. Silvius Troy said that the European Commission should never recognize esports as sports. According to him, national esports leagues are meaningless because they will primarily be used to benefit individuals unrelated to esports. He meant politicians, bribers and all that. And all this because recently Thomas Bach spoke about the possibility of creating Olympic esports games. It's interesting to see what the future holds for esports and whether it will be considered a legitimate sport. Guys, what do you think? Write your thoughts in the comments below. Should esports be closer to sports, or should we get like a separate section in the world of media and world of competitiveness? I personally think that esports is not sports, but it's not media. It's something definitely new. And I don't want any other people from the outside come and tell us what to do and how to do. Do you? Anyways guys, don't get too serious. I also wanted to tell you about a little clash between Team Spirit players Yatoro and Collapse. Well, it's most likely a friendly banter, but anyways, let's listen to this. First, Yatoro posts on his Telegram channel, by the way, I have a question, how long has it been since the Zoomer kids starting to use the most pretentious nicknames in Dota, like I'm a god today, etc. Or childish morons are just on the rise? And to this, Collapse answered on his Telegram channel. Says the dude who had rain all day, drugs all night in his nickname. Whoops, a tricky situation, isn't it, Yatoro? But hey, wait a second, the question arises, does it relate in any way to Yatoro being addicted to drugs? What? Or is it just trolling from his teammate? I just hope that this is not true. And of course, we all hope that Yatoro understands how harmful it can be. Anyways guys, let's end as usual with quite an amusing thing. It's related to SaberLight. He posted a screenshot of his match history saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, we finally did it," and we can see that he only won 1 of 15 games played. Looking at SaberLight's overall statistics, in the last 8 days he played 25 matches and won only 5. God, I hope his mental health is okay. Poor soul. But hey, this is pretty relatable, isn't it? We all sometimes lose a lot. I think my personal record was around 12 or 13 games lost in a row. What about you guys? Write yours in the comments below. And that's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments below, because it's really important for me to improve by listening to you guys. Also, hit that subscribe button to follow the best Dota 2 news channel. I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. See you soon.